continuing on in the series of projects I was associated with. Kevin Connolly, the actor, you probably know who he is. Kevin Connolly and Lukas Haas. I met them through somebody. They read some scripts of mine, and we met down at Jerry's Deli, sat down with the two of them, and one other gentleman, I forgot his name, this young guy at the time. And they had an idea, a rough idea for what they wanted to do. They wanted to shoot an indie film, just the three of them, so Kevin could get his feet wet directing. And Lukas was going to star in whatever the film was, but they really didn't know what it was going to be. They just had a rough idea. They wanted it all set in one location. And so we met for a couple times, we talked, and I came up with this idea called, we call it The Loft. That was the working title at the time. And basically, it's a big, huge loft, an empty loft, and one young guy lives in it. And he starts to have all these crazy things happen in the apartment. Strange things are going on. He's looking outside, he's seeing strange things. All kinds of crazy shit goes on. It's a psychological thriller, definitely wasn't a comedy. And that was my first attempt to write something like that. The process of writing it was a lot of fun because they were in a hurry. They wanted to hurry up and do this. So we were meeting like every 2 or 3 days, either at Jerry's or they started coming to my apartment in Sherman Oaks. They'd come over. So Kevin would pull up with Lukas, they'd hop out, come in, and we had a crappy little piano in the apartment at the time. And Lukas would sit there and play Beatles songs and sing and play Beatles songs, which was fascinating. He was a very, very nice guy, Lukas. And he was that little kid, cute little kid in that movie Witness, about the Amish people with, that was a real scary film about Amish family being attacked by some crazy people, and he plays the little kid. But we wanted to do a lot of stuff. And so that was it. I basically wrote this thriller for them. I won't say how it ends or what the reveal is in the end because they paid me. They were great. They paid me. They show up every few days, give me some cash, and I would hand over like 5 or 10 pages, and we zipped through that quick. I think it was like a 95-page script, and but they were really great to work with. Kevin was great. He came back later on, years later, through somebody else for another movie that they asked me to work on, and I ended up writing another movie for Kevin to direct, but that's another story. So that's it. It's called The Loft, and that's a work assignment. You know, somebody asks you, they give you a rough idea. We have this much money. We don't want more than 1 or 2 actors in it, all in one location. And can you pull something out of your ass, make up a story, come up with something? And what we came up with together was what they wanted. I know what happened to that. They were just about to do it, and there was the producer, the young guy producer, I forget his name. It was Kevin Connolly, was going to direct it. Lukas was going to star in it. And I just know that there was some kind of fight. These guys had some kind of a disagreement, fight, a problem. And the one guy who was producing it, they had a falling out. I think years later they were friends again, but they had a falling out and said, we can't do this. We can't do this thing right now because of him. So that fell apart. But I got paid, and I met very nice people. So for years, whenever I saw Lukas and Kevin, they'd come right over, I'd go over to them. We were very friendly with each other. That's it.